Once we pass the age of 50, our bodies start whispering stories we've never heard before. A dull ache here, a shorter night of sleep there, and sometimes one morning you wake up and realize your body just feels different. Maybe it's that tired feeling even when you haven't done much, or that shortness of breath after climbing just a few steps. My name is John Miller, and I've been a doctor for over 30 years, specializing in senior health. And today, I'm not here to talk about medications or strict diets. I want to talk about the small, simple things, the ones we often overlook, yet have incredible power to heal. One of those things, surprisingly, can be found right in most kitchens: baking soda. I still remember a few years ago, one of my patients, Linda, 67 years old, came to see me suffering from constant heartburn and fatigue that had lasted for months. She said, "Doctor, I've tried everything, medication, diet changes, but I still feel so heavy and tired." We sat down and talked for almost an hour. I asked about her meals, her sleep, even her emotions. And with just one small change, every morning she mixed half a teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of warm water and drank it after breakfast. Her body began to feel lighter. The heartburn almost disappeared. And interestingly, she said she started sleeping better. Now you might be thinking, "Doctor, can a little baking soda really make that much of a difference?" The answer is yes, but not because baking soda is some kind of miracle. It's because it helps your body restore its natural balance, something most of us gradually lose after age 50. When we're young, our bodies work like finely tuned machines. But over time, poor diet, stress, pollution, and even the worries of aging can make our internal environment more acidic. And when the body becomes too acidic, inflammation, joint pain, fatigue, poor sleep, and even metabolic issues like diabetes or high blood pressure start to appear. Baking soda, that small white powder, is a natural alkaline compound that can help neutralize excess acid and bring the body back into balance. But the real point here isn't baking soda cures diseases. It's about listening to what your body's trying to tell you. Your body is always trying to return to balance. If you feel constantly tired, restless, or easily irritated, it's not just aging. It's your body saying, "I'm off balance. Please help me find my way back." I often ask my patients, when was the last time you truly listened to your body? Most smile sadly and say, "Probably when I was young." That's why I make videos like this. Not to teach you, but to remind you that your body is still talking to you every single day. Whether you're 55, 65, or 75, it's never too late to listen, to care, and to restore the harmony your body deserves. Now imagine this. You wake up in the morning, no dry mouth, no heartburn. Your body feels light, you're breathing steady and deep. You look in the mirror and notice your eyes shining a little brighter than yesterday. That's not magic. That's the power of small, consistent changes that nurture you from within. I tell my patients, taking care of your health in your 60s isn't about chasing complicated solutions. It's about returning to the simple things we once forgot. A glass of warm water with a bit of baking soda might be that small beginning. It's not a magic potion, but it can be a reminder that you're taking care of yourself. And when you start caring, your body responds in the best way it knows how. It heals, it renews, and it thanks you. So in this video, I want to explore the real benefits of baking soda, from digestion and pH balance to cellular energy and better sleep. Not so you'll drink it every day, but so you'll understand your body better and why the smallest habits can create the biggest changes. Stay with me until the end of this video. I promise that by the time we're done, you'll never look at that box of baking soda in your kitchen the same way again. Not just as something for baking, but as a quiet companion that helps you live healthier and more peacefully every single day. Now let me tell you about the first thing I often notice when older adults start drinking baking soda water the right way. Their digestion becomes calmer, smoother, more at ease. Our bodies are amazing systems. They can digest, absorb, and eliminate. But after age 50, that system is like an engine that's been running for decades. Sometimes it sputters, sometimes it protests. A greasy meal, A late cup of coffee, or even a little emotional stress, all can trigger heartburn, bloating, or indigestion. I once met Mr. Thomas, age 72. He came in looking tired and said, "Doctor, I just don't enjoy eating anymore. Every meal ends with burping and this burning in my chest." We ran the tests. Everything was within a safe range. So I simply told him, "Try drinking a glass of warm water with half a teaspoon of baking soda after dinner, just for 1 week, and come back." A week later, he returned with a soft smile. "Doctor, I can't believe something that cheap could make me feel this good." That doesn't mean baking soda cured him. It means it helped his body recalibrate itself, like tuning a guitar string until the sound becomes harmonious again. When stomach acid levels stabilize, the body relaxes, and the enteric nervous system, which holds millions of nerve cells, finds peace too. Interestingly, many patients tell me they sleep better after using it for a short while. Not because baking soda is a sleeping pill, but because when the stomach is calm, the mind is calm. Sleep isn't just about closing your eyes. It's when both body and soul finally rest. The second thing I want you to understand, pH balance is the foundation of health. You might not think about pH much, but your body certainly does. When your internal environment becomes too acidic, which often happens with age, due to low vegetable intake, lack of movement, or long-term stress, your cells have to work harder, your kidneys and liver get overloaded, and your overall energy begins to fade. I remember a story from my clinic. A 68-year-old man once told me, "Doctor, I don't understand. I eat well, but every morning I wake up completely drained." We ran the tests and found mild metabolic acidosis. His pH was slightly low, so we adjusted his diet, added more greens, encouraged more water, and occasionally a little baking soda to help restore gentle alkalinity. Just 2 weeks later, he said, "Now I wake up without needing coffee. My body feels light again." Sometimes life doesn't need a massive change, just a small adjustment in the right direction, like turning your car's steering wheel slightly, yet keeping it safely on course. The third thing I want you to reflect on is body pain, something almost everyone over 60 is familiar with. When we move, our muscles produce lactic acid. In younger people, the body clears it out easily. But as we age, this process slows, causing soreness, heaviness, and fatigue. A bit of baking soda can help neutralize that excess acid, helping the body recover faster after walking, gardening, or light exercise. I often tell my patients, before bed, soak your feet in warm water with a bit of baking soda. It eases muscle tension, improves circulation, makes your feet feel lighter, and often helps you sleep better. One patient, Mrs. Helen, once told me, "I'm no longer afraid of nighttime. I used to have leg cramps the moment I lay down. Now I finally feel relaxed." You see, the body always knows how to respond when we treat it gently. And here's something few people know. Baking soda can help the kidneys work more efficiently by reducing acid load in the blood. The kidneys are our silent workers, filtering blood, removing waste, maintaining mineral balance. But over the years, they get tired. A small study in the UK found that in people with mild chronic kidney disease, properly supervised use of small doses of baking soda helped slow kidney function decline. Of course, I always emphasize only use it under a doctor's guidance, because no matter how good something is, used the wrong way, it can cause harm. But the true message lies here. Our bodies have an incredible ability to heal, and sometimes they only need a little help, not from medicine, but from understanding. Many people ask me, "Doctor, if it's just baking soda, why does it matter so much?" I smile and say, because the magic isn't in the white powder. It's in the moment you start caring about yourself. Once you stop, observe, and accept your body for the journey it has been through, and gently help it find balance again. Even a small glass of warm water each morning can spark a new cycle of health and peace within you. So I want to leave you with this question. When was the last time you truly felt light in your body? Not light because you just rested, but light because there's no tension, no heaviness inside. If it's been a while, maybe now is the time to begin again. slowly, simply, with small, meaningful steps like these. You know, in over 30 years of practicing medicine, I've met thousands of people over the age of 50, each carrying their own story, their own worries, and one simple wish. Doctor, I just want to feel healthy again, like I used to. And I always tell them, you don't need to go back to who you were. You just need to come back to yourself today in a calmer, more balanced version. Aging isn't the enemy. It's simply a mirror reflecting how we've treated our bodies over the years. No matter if you're 55 or 75, your body still holds the power to heal. It just needs the chance to do so. I once knew an 80-year-old man who walked around the lake every morning, smiling and greeting everyone. When people asked for his secret, he said, "My secret? Just a glass of warm water, a grateful heart, and a peaceful mind." You don't need miracles. You don't need expensive pills. You just need to start listening, to know what your body needs and respect its natural rhythm. Baking soda is simply a small symbol of that idea. Not something to depend on, but a reminder that true health doesn't come from what you drink. It comes from how you live. Eat a little slower, smile a little more, give your body time to recover. Because health isn't a destination, it's a journey, a gift you give yourself every single day. Try this tomorrow. When you wake up, stand in front of the mirror, look deeply into your eyes and ask, what does my body need today? Maybe it's a glass of warm water. Maybe it's a deep breath. Or maybe it's just a few quiet minutes. No noise, no rush. If you start there, even with just one small change, I believe you'll begin to feel life flowing back through every cell. I always tell my patients, health isn't just the absence of illness. Health is when you feel safe, calm, and at peace inside your own body. And if today this video made you pause for a moment, to breathe deeper, to smile at yourself, then I believe you've already taken the first step on that journey. Before we end, I'd like to invite you to do something simple. Share in the comments below. Have you ever tried drinking baking soda water? Or do you have any natural habits that make your body feel better? I'd love to read your story, because who knows, your experience might inspire someone else out there. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss my next videos, where I'll share more about living healthy, living long, and living peacefully in your middle and senior years. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. I'm Dr. John Miller, and I've always believed that health isn't just luck. It's a choice we make every single day. So choose a peaceful day for yourself, starting right now with your very next breath. See you in the next video.